Are you ready for my best bet in baseball for today?
We won our opening day MLB pick as we took under 8 runs to be scored in the Twins versus Royals matchup. This wager did not get off to a promising start after both clubs scored a run in the opening frame, but in the end just 5 runs were scored, so we easily cashed our ticket. Yes sir! My best bet for today, Friday, March 29, is supported by a betting system called the Comeback. At the time I developed this strategy, I had analyzed data on 7 full seasons. During this time frame, the Comeback betting angle had produced a total profit of 38.13 units from risking just 1 unit per play over 344 bets. That amounts to an 11.1% ROI. Hey MJ, how does this money-making betting strategy work? Glad you asked. Here are its rules. Suppose Team X came back from a deficit of at least 4 runs on the previous day before winning the game. If their money line today is better than -175 in American format, which means it must be higher than 1.57 in decimal odds, and they are facing the same squad again, then we are advised to bet Team X to get a second consecutive victory. That being said, can you guess which team fits that description? You're right, the Bronx Bombers. So, my top MLB pick for March 29 goes to the New York Yankees to pull off the upset in Houston. Let's make sure that New York qualifies under this betting angle. Yesterday, they dug themselves into a 4-0 hole through the first 2 innings. However, they stormed back to get the W by a 5-4 score. Now, since they are indeed facing the Astros again, and New York's money line is much better than the threshold I mentioned earlier, then we are invited to grab them in today's contest. If you've known me for a while, you know that I don't bet my systems blindly. I need further evidence to convince me to put some hard-earned money on a specific club. Stay tuned because I'll have more stuff to tell you about after this super short break. Let's have a discussion regarding today's starting pitcher. On one side, Aaron Boone will give the ball to Carlos Rodon. The Southpaw went through what might have been his worst season of his 9-year career, as he finished with a 3-8 record along with an awful 6.85 ERA. However, given that he was one of the top pitchers in the majors in each of the previous 2 years, and how he suffered multiple injuries in 2023, I think it's fair to say that he's a good candidate to rebound. In his career against Houston, Rodon owns a perfect 3-0 record, coupled with a solid 2.50 ERA. Last year, he started 1 game at Minute Maid Park and he got the win on September 1st. The Astros will counter with Christian Javier. He is also coming off a disappointing season, albeit not nearly as bad as Rodon's. Still, Javier posted the highest ERA and WHIP stat of his 4-year career. He struggled quite a bit down the stretch last season, so it will be interesting to see how he fares early in the season. Javier faced the Bronx Bombers on a couple of occasions during the 2023 campaign. In each case, he ended up surrendering exactly 3 runs to his opponents. In summary, I think it's worth taking a shot on the Yankees at positive odds in such conditions. Not only are they backed by the comeback betting system, but both starters represent question marks, which is a good thing when you are taking the underdog. It's not impossible that Rodon tosses a gem and limits Houston's offense to few runs. Just as I could envision a scenario where New York's offense creates problems for Christian Javier. Given the good odds, I'm putting a bet on the Yankees tonight. Hey man, don't forget to check out the March Madness pick that I posted several days ago, which concerns the Creighton versus Tennessee matchup that will take place tonight. I'm Professor MJ, former university statistics teacher, inviting you to click the small card in the bottom left corner of your screen to view that college basketball prediction.